I'm going to show you one of the easiest ways to make over $7,000 every single month on Etsy simply by creating custom coffee mugs just like this or this, which customers can personalize by adding in their own text. And I'm not only going to be showing you how to create these mugs in under only 5 minutes, but I'm also going to be showing you how to actually make sales on Etsy, which is exactly what these guys are doing to make over $30,000 in monthly revenue, what they're doing to make over $60,000 in monthly revenue, and there are a ton of others doing exactly the same simply by selling these basic custom items such as t-shirts, bags, and mugs on Etsy. And the best part about this is you don't need to physically store any of these items yourself. You won't need to deal with any postage or packaging. There are virtually zero upfront costs, and literally anybody can make money with this simply by following the steps in this video. And all I ask of you before we get started is that you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to show you exactly how to set this up as a viable and realistic stream of passive income that you can get started with straight after this video. So let's get into it. Now, before I go through the exact steps that you can follow to start making money with this strategy, I first want to briefly explain exactly how this works and how we're going to be making money with this. And I use the example of this custom mug being sold on Etsy. Now, anytime the customer purchases this item, they can personalize it. They can replace this text right here with the name of their dog simply by typing it into this text box right here, and they can even send through an image of their dog to replace the image component of this item as well. Now, these custom mugs can be extremely popular. This particular mug is going for over $25 a piece. It's generated over $7,000 in revenue this month, which equates to around 88 monthly sales. Now, that's a lot of mugs to be selling every single month, and as mentioned with this strategy, the good news is we won't need to physically store or post out any of the items that we're going to be selling on Etsy. Instead, we're going to be using an incredible print-on-demand platform called Gelato, and I'll leave a link in the description box below, which is not only going to help us to make sales on Etsy, but it's also going to do all of the heavy lifting for us. And the way we're going to be making money with Etsy by utilizing Gelato is all we need to do is to select from any one of Gelato's vast selection of white label products, such as t-shirts, phone cases, or mugs, for example, and all we need to do is upload a design and some text onto that item. In my example right here, this is a mug, and I can give you a preview of how that mug will look just like this. Once we've uploaded our design and text onto any one of those white label items, we can literally set the pricing for that product, and it will be published directly onto the Etsy marketplace. And the reason this works so seamlessly is because Gelato has a direct integration with Etsy, along with a bunch of other marketplaces such as Shopify, eBay, and so on. So anytime a purchase is made for our product on Etsy, again guys, the customer can personalize this product. They can replace any of this text simply by typing it into this text box right here, and anytime they place an order for our item, Gelato will do all of the heavy lifting for us. They're not only going to ship that product out to the customer on our behalf, they're also going to take care of all of that personalization as well. The entire process is completely automated. All we need to do is to make sure that we upload the right type of design to our product on Gelato that is likely to make us a lot of sales on Etsy, and I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do that. But first, you want to make sure that you sign up to both Gelato and Etsy, and if you click onto my link in the description box below for Gelato, what you can see guys is I have got you an exclusive offer where you'll get 50% off your first order. So you just want to make sure that you click onto where it says sign up for free so you can get registered and logged in to your free Gelato account. Once you've done that, you want to make sure that you open up an Etsy shop. I'll leave a link for you in the description box below. By clicking onto that link for Etsy, you will be able to list your first 40 items absolutely for free. You want to make sure that you click onto where it says open a shop today and enter in some simple details so you can get signed up to Etsy. So now that you're signed up to both Gelato and Etsy, to determine the type of product and design that is likely to generate us a lot of sales on Etsy, you first want to head over to Etsy to draw inspiration from products that are currently generating a lot of sales and making a lot of revenue. So if I head over to Etsy and type in custom mugs into the search bar, for example, I can scroll through these different mugs and draw some inspiration from these mugs that are generating a lot of sales. And the way that you identify which of these mugs are making the most money money is typically by looking at the number of reviews that they're getting. For example, if I click onto this mug right here, for example, we can see this shop has generated over 30,000 reviews, and this specific mug, very similar to that other mug that we saw earlier, has generated over 1,000 different reviews. Now, typically, only 10% of people who purchase an item on Etsy are likely to actually leave a review. So it's safe to assume these mugs are getting a lot of sales on Etsy. They're making a lot of money. These types of mugs are extremely popular. And even simple name definition custom mugs just like this one are also doing really well on Etsy. We can see this shop's had over 2,000 reviews. But for the sake of this video, guys, what we're going to be doing to absolutely maximize the amount of money we can make is we're going to be taking advantage of an upcoming high demand season, which is Valentine's Day, which is almost around the corner. And during this period, demand for custom products on Etsy absolutely skyrocket. Take a look at this, guys. This is Google Trends, and we can see the amount of people searching for the term Valentine's gift between the end of December all the way up to Valentine's Day itself. Now, even more interestingly, if I type in the phrase Etsy Valentine's gift, we can see a very similar trend. Now, for the sake of this video, guys, because we know custom mugs are doing really well, and we know there's a high demand period coming up, which is Valentine's Day, we're going to be taking advantage of that. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to head straight back over to Etsy, and in a similar fashion, I want to draw inspiration from already successful personalized or custom Valentine's mugs. So in the search bar here, I've literally typed in Valentine's mug personalized. I've had a look at these different Valentine's mugs to identify some popular mugs that have some common themes, and as we can see here, guys, I really like this mug over here. I also like this one as well. We can see this particular mug or this shop is getting a lot of reviews, over 8,000, so we know that these items are extremely popular. And as you can see, guys, there's a sort of common theme here. These different Valentine's mugs a lot of the time sort of contain a love heart in the middle with a name or initials either side of that love heart. So what you want to do, guys, you don't want to copy these already successful mugs. You want to put your own twist on them, and you want to create something better, which I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do in Gelato in under 5 minutes right now. So once you're logged into Gelato, you'll be taken to this dashboard, and before you start designing, you just want to make sure that you connect your Etsy store with your Gelato account. And to do that, you want to click onto where it says stores right here, and here you'll see the Etsy icon right here, and you just want to click onto it so that you can connect your Etsy store with your Gelato account. Once you've done that, you're literally ready to start designing. And there are two ways that you can do that. The first way is you can click onto where it says product catalog right here. You'll then be taken to a screen like this, and you can literally click onto any one of these white labeled products to start designing and creating your item in Gelato. Now, if you wanted to create custom products, which we're going to be doing in this video, so the customer can actually choose what text gets printed onto their items, you want to click onto where it says Personalization Studio right here. And you'll then be taken to a screen like this, and you want to click onto where it says Try It Now, and I'm going to click onto my Etsy store that I would have just connected with my Gelato account. And again, you'll see that product catalog where we can select any one of these white label products that Gelato can print our custom designs onto. And for the sake of this video, guys, we're going to be clicking onto mugs right here, and I'm going to click onto this mug variant, and you'll then be taken to a screen like this, and we're literally ready to start designing. The first thing that you want to do is you want to select the type of colors that you want your mug to be available in on Etsy, and for the sake of this video, we're going to select all of them just like this. So the first thing we're going to do to start designing our custom mug is we're going to add an image to it, and you can retrieve these images in a few different ways. You can actually upload your own image. You can go over to somewhere such as unsplash.com or pexels.com, which are royalty-free image repositories, or alternatively, and my preferred method, is using Gelato's built-in Shutterstock image repository, and here you can search for any image that you so choose. Now, because we are creating a mug, a custom Valentine's mug, for the sake of this video, guys, I'm going to type something in such as cute couple right here. I'm then going to hit enter, and I'm going to scroll down and select one of these images. I really like the look of these two birds here, these two lovebirds, so I'm simply going to click onto them just like this. I'm then going to click onto it again and drag it over our custom mug. I'm then going to resize this image, make it a little bit smaller. This is looking absolutely perfect. I'm then going to add some font into this custom mug design by clicking onto where it says text right here, and then clicking onto where it says add text. I'm then going to drag this font below the image of these two lovebirds, and I've edited the text so it says Happy Valentine's Day, and I'm going to decrease the font size to around 32. I'm then going to change the font type to one of my favorite fonts, which is Satisfy. I'll search for it and click onto it here. This is already looking good so far. I'm going to drag this font across so it's more aligned. And in a similar fashion, I've also added in two names on the top left and right of this section of our custom mug. Now guys, these are arbitrary placeholder names. The customer who purchases our custom mug is going to have the ability to personalize this mug and replace these names with two names of their choice. What I'm then going to do, I'm going to click onto where it says graphics on the left-hand side over here, and I absolutely love this feature, guys. Here you can see straight off the bat, there is a complete section devoted to Valentine's Day. They got cats and dogs, patterns, and so on. But for the sake of this video, I'm actually going to utilize the graphics toolbar, the search bar right here, and I'm going to type in love heart and hit enter. And I'm going to click onto this love heart graphic right here to bring it in to our custom mug. I'm going to minimize the size just like this, and I'm simply going to drag it up and put it between these two placeholder arbitrary names. This is already looking absolutely incredible. And to really set ourselves apart from the competition and to make our mug stand out on Etsy, rather than leaving the right hand side or the back of this mug completely blank, let's add in a Valentine's message. And to do that, I've gone straight over to ChatGPT, and I've asked ChatGPT to give me a short Valentine's message that I can place on the back of my customized mug, and ChatGPT has given me this message right here. Every sip from this mug is a reminder of your love, warming my heart just like you do. Happy Valentine's Day, my forever love. So I'm simply going to copy this message as such, going to head back over to our customized mug, and I'm simply going to add it in, which I've just done. Now, very importantly, guys, before I give you a preview of this mug and before we post it onto Etsy, you want to make sure that the customer who purchases this mug on Etsy can customize it. Right now, we have these two names, Jess and Jason. You want to make sure they're able to replace those names with two names of their choice. I'm going to show you exactly how this works. So to do that, you want to click onto where it says personalize on the left-hand side right here, and you want to toggle this to the right to automate Etsy personalization. And here you'll see a bunch of these different personalized fields that we can either enable or disable for personalization. Now, for the sake of this video, guys, let's keep it super simple. We're going to enable personalization for Jason. I'm going to toggle it right, and also Jess as such. Once you've done that, guys, you then want to click onto where it says 3D right here so you can preview exactly how our mug is going to look like. This mug is looking absolutely incredible. We have our Valentine's message at the back over there. You've got the image of these two lovebirds, Happy Valentine's Day, and of course you've got your two customizable fields, which are these two names. And you can actually test out to see whether the personalization will work for the customer when they purchase this mug on Etsy. So let's do that right now. So rather than saying Jess loves Jason, let's type in two different names. Let's say John and Julie, for example. You then want to click on to see how it looks right here. And as you can see, guys, these two names, those two custom fields have been replaced, which means this is absolutely working, which means whenever the customer purchases this item from us on Etsy, Gelato will automatically replace those custom fields for us. And of course, they're also going to ship out this product to the customer on our behalf. The entire process is automated. Now, to list this on Etsy, what you want to do, guys, you want to click onto where it says continue to mockups right here. And here you can see a bunch of the different mockups or images that people are going to see for our product before purchasing it on Etsy. Now, for the sake of this video, I really like the look of all of these different mockups, so I'm going to select them all as such. I'm then going to click onto where it says continue to details right here. Here you have the ability to edit the title, the description, and add in some tags for your product. And what I recommend you do here, guys, in a similar fashion as earlier, again, you want to draw some inspiration from those already successful products on Etsy. You want to click onto them, and you want to make sure that you use some of the same keywords in your tags and for your title as well, so it's easier for your products to get found on Etsy. Then I'm going to click onto continue to prices right here, and here is where we're going to set the price that we want our custom mugs to sell for on Etsy. And again, you want to go over to Etsy, look at the competition, you want to see what those different Valentine's custom mugs are selling for, and you want to set your prices around the same level. Now, because Gelato is taking care of all of the heavy lifting in terms terms of production and shipping for us. We don't need to lift a finger. They're going to charge the production and shipping costs upon sale of these different items, and here is the profit that we're going to make. In our example, we're going to make over $16 profit for every single one of these mugs that we sell. Once you've set your pricing, you're now literally ready to publish your item onto Etsy, and you can do that by clicking on the publish right here. And once you've done that, you want to go over to your listing in Etsy, and very importantly, guys, you want to make sure that you scroll down and you just want to click onto where it says add personalization, and you want to add in some simple instructions to your customer. So in this example, I've said enter custom names, for example, Jess, Jason, for Jess loves Jason. And what the customer will see before they purchase our item on Etsy are those instructions right here. So they can literally enter in their personalization request before purchasing our item on Etsy. And to create these custom rather than standard designs in Gelato, which we can then list onto Etsy using Personalization Studio, it does require upgrading to Gelato Plus, which is the current plan that I'm on. I do strongly recommend it, guys. Starts at only $24 a month. And the reason why I recommend it is I've been having a lot more success with these custom rather than standard products on Etsy. And what I will say about Etsy, it is an incredible source of free traffic, generating over 530 million visitors to the platform every single month. But to absolutely maximize the amount of traffic that you can get to your Etsy store on products, I also recommend promoting your products on Pinterest. And if you want to know exactly how I'm promoting my custom products on Pinterest, drop a comment down below. And if you want me to make a part 2 showcasing exactly how I'm doing that, I can absolutely do that. And if you got value from this video, please make sure that you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification so that you get notified every single time that I release a new online money making video. Take care.